3 pound greater.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the OGs Sports Show. It's your boy Chuck.
Slow motion.
B.
Man, we just sitting here reminiscing about old times and laughing about the legend of Doug Wilhelms. I don't want to bring that back up and hurt my boy's feelings any further, but it will never get old. It's always going to be funny, dog.
Always.
It just, the confidence that he had in trying to sell somebody. He didn't even look at it himself.
No.
He just brought it in with the
what I was
plastic.
like. And he was so embarrassed. Like
He had every right to be. That was shameful.
A red Doug Wilhelms.
Wilhelms.
Redskins jersey.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, shout out to Salem's. They sponsor us today. Or not.
Unknowingly.
Unknowingly, they sponsor me.
You get some gizzards or what you got?
I got some tenders and some
okay.
fries. The fries was where it's at.
Fries is always busting.
Salem's may have the best fries in the area.
They might.
Yeah.
If they fresh. Because they make
They was fresh.
Can't get no better than that. Well, it's been a minute, man. Y'all ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
What the lick read, bro?
What the lick reads for week 12, and I got the week right this time. All right. Let's go first with the NFL draft wrap up in the state of the NFL. We had the draft a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, 3
Something like
weeks ago.
that, yeah.
And really wasn't no surprises. Kind of went the way we thought it would go.
I was hoping that San Francisco would draft Justin Fields so I can just jump on their bandwagon. But they didn't. They rolled the dice on the Trey Lance kid.
Right. And I think they were bluffing with a lot of people. I think Trey Lance was their guy the whole time. But then what was kind of, I guess what was surprising was Matt Jones falling to, 9, 10 to the Patriots?
No, 15.
15?
15
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
But see, that wasn't surprising to me because I didn't think he should have been in that conversation no way.
Yeah.
Not in the top 10.
No.
Not one of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks.
No, I think they wanted him to be Joe Burrow, come out of nowhere and have this magical season, which he had a great season, but I mean, he was throwing to how many first rounders?
Right.
And handing off to another first rounder and had first rounders in front of him. So, I mean.
But you wouldn't take him over the kid from BYU?
Yeah, I'd take him over that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't take neither one of them. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose, I ain't taking there one of
And
them.
that kid is getting thrown to the wolves.
Yeah, it's going to be his ass in New York.
In
Think
New
about
York.
it. He come from BYU, Provo, Utah. I don't even, has he even seen 50 black people at one time before in his whole life?
yeah, whenever he's played one of the other teams.
When he played when he played somebody else. But they talking about a culture shock. He ain't ready for that.
Hey man, you getting paid all that money, you better get ready for it.
Man, I think he's gonna be another one of those, great white hopes that they pin all their hopes on. And I don't know if it's gonna pan out or not. They played no one.
Yeah, and the thing is about him, we probably won't even know if he's any good because of the situation he's in.
Yeah.
The Jets have nobody.
He gonna be like David Carr. We never knew how good David Carr was because he was on such bad teams in Houston. Like, you don't know if the cat gonna be good or not.
He's going to be running for his life in New York, which is the worst media market.
Yeah.
The pressure's on. The Jets, I mean,
Mark Sanchez came from L.A. and went to New York and said it was still hard.
hard.
This cat coming from Provo, Utah.
And he had a defense and a winning team behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
You knew Mark Sanchez, all he had to do was come in and not mess it up.
Just don't screw it up.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Manage the game.
I think that defense will be better, obviously, because they got a defensive coach. He did have that thing, pumping in San Francisco defensively. So obviously, he don't have the personnel that he had in San Francisco. But I think eventually, hopefully he'll be able to implement that same scheme and they'll be decent enough defensively. They probably still gonna give up 20, 21 points a game, but at least they'll be decent. That offense, I don't see them doing nothing.
And see, that's the thing. For him, he's not going to even make it to see. The clock is ticking on him right now. So he's got about 3, maybe 4 years.
Did they give Sam Darnold that much? How long you been up there?
No, Sam Darnold got 3 years.
No, Sam Darnold got 4.
It was 4? Oh.
Yeah, they picked up his 5th option, but they traded him. So.
See, I don't think they're gonna give him that long. These folks nowadays, they impatient. Like you said, they was ready. They ready to give up on your boy for the Giants.
Daniel Jones
ready to give up on him. They gave up on old boy from Ohio State last year, Haskins so quickly.
The Haskins deserved.
He does, but these folks they just don't have they don't have patience. Like they're not gonna give them time. Like if you're not Josh Allen by year 2 or 3, then we're gonna be looking to get another quarterback.
Because they can walk away from the contracts now.
Yeah,
Bradford was the last one to get the big, gigantic deal, and as a rookie, and now the deals are what, $25 to $26 million max.
it's still fully guaranteed though, and I think they're a little bit more than that for first rounders.
Well, no, it depends. It escalates down the further you get down.
Yeah,
So like if you one of the top quarterbacks, you're gonna get like 15 to 20 some million.
Yeah.
Each per year. And then if they pick up the 5th year option, then that's like a 25. I think that's like a $20 million, 20 to $25 million
so I think Kyler Murray got like 40, didn't he? Total over his he got fully guaranteed.
He got 40 million. Yeah.
Something like that.
That's what Jameis got, that big escalator the last.
Well, they picked up that 5th option, and that $20 million in his in his pockets.
Can we talk about Urban Meyer real quick?
Yeah, that's next on
what the
list.
hell they doing in Jacksonville? For one, with trying to resurrect Tim Tebow.
Not trying, doing.
Man, if they sign that dude and give him any amount of money to do anything other than be the team chaplain, I'm gonna be pissed off.
They need fans in
What other purpose does he serve?
Why you get mad though?
Because he don't. My issue with Tebow is I think Tebow is one of them dudes that you don't want your child to become, who cannot let go of the spotlight. Like he gotta be front and center. He gotta get he can't live without that limelight. Like I don't think in any other circumstance would anybody give a 33-year-old player another opportunity when he hasn't played. When the last time Tebow played?
8 years ago.
8 years ago. Who else?
And to play a position he never played in his life.
Who else would get that kind of opportunity?
So this is what I say. Damn, the opportunity be damn. We know why he got the opportunities. Right. Tebow, Jacksonville, Urban Meyer, hometown. You put all them 3 together, they're gonna bring him in. What do they have to lose? I'm not a Tebow fan or Urban Meyer fan or Jacksonville fan by far, but if you are a rookie or you are a player trying to make a roster and you can't beat out Tim Tebow, who's never played tight end in his life, you don't need to be in the NFL.
But my thing is, I feel I agree with you 100%. There's going to be some cats on there that's going to be better than him, that's going to beat him out at their job. But he's still taking a spot away from another cat who could be there, possibly getting that same opportunity that the other cats get.
But they may let him stay on the team, not because he's the best, because he's Tim Tebow.
Right. That's what I feel like they're going to do.
So Jacksonville needs fans. He's from the area. Jacksonville is a big Gator based area. So, of course, they're going to sell out all the preseason games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's going to be playing a lot.
But if Urban Meyer, he's already done some things that he's on the wrong track already.
Yeah, I
he
saw
hired
something.
a strength coach.
Well, I saw something about they said that, for one, they drafted Travis Etienne in the first round, which I think they
make
made
him a wide receiver.
Which they
The dumbest shit ever.
He gonna get all his reps at wide receiver.
Why? Who you got at running back?
He said he could be the next Le'Veon Bell.
Who you got at? I mean, he could be.
But they had a running back that was fairly decent. Am I right?
Yeah, they had the kid because he was tearing it up in fantasy. He was like a no name.
Yeah,
and he had a pretty good season.
Undrafted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But you still need, in today's NFL, you need 2 backs.
Right.
So why would you take a very productive college back that had a very good combine, because Etienne he's no slouch.
Right.
Why are you gonna try to put him at fucking wide receiver? Why?
Yeah, man, the kid James Robinson.
Yeah, that's him.
Kid rushed for over 1,000 yards, had 344 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, and then you draft a running back in the first round when you got all these other holes.
Right. And make him receive.
So why didn't you split him out wide?
Why didn't you just draft a receiver? This was a heavy wide receiver draft. If you want to make him a receiver, then draft one.
That's why I said the other day, what's the over and under on years before Urban Meyer fakes a heart attack?
You know him.
Get out of there.
He's a big liar, and as soon as he start failing, because he doesn't want to.
Oh, the failing's gonna start
The
early.
failing's gonna start early.
Yeah.
Because I still say the reason why he left Florida, one of the reasons why he left Florida at the time he did, because they were on that downside.
Not just that, but all the other shit that they was
Right.
covering up was gonna come to light too.
Remember that year, that last game year, when we tore that ass up?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody expected us to beat him. He quit the next
He's
year.
holding his chest on
Yeah.
the side. On the sideline.
He was like, "Oh shit, Florida State's back."
Yeah,
So
I
you
gotta
know
go.
what? I can chill.
Michigan sucks, so I'll go to
I
Ohio
get
State.
any job I want.
Yeah, and then they find out that his assistant was beating his wife, and him and his wife was help covering it up. When that comes out, oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and step down.
Yeah, I work at Fox. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
That's a Ohio State issue.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with that. So,
So who won the draft in y'all opinion?
whew,
Good question.
good question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who
If
you
I was
think?
thinking of who instantly got better,
I,
probably at the most important position, I would probably say San Francisco got better at quarterback if that dude pans out. Chicago got better at quarterback.
I like what the Ravens did. They picked up some more weapons for Lamar.
Yeah.
So that wide receiver they got was a boy from
Bateman
yeah.
from Minnesota.
Minnesota. That boy's nice. So I think them picking up him, pairing him with Hollywood,
That definitely helped Lamar.
that helps Lamar.
Miami didn't do too bad.
No, yeah, Miami did pretty good.
Yeah,
They
Miami
got
didn't do
Waddle.
too bad.
Yeah.
That helped them offensively, obviously, because your boy needs more targets too, because he didn't really have a lot of targets. So that helped them out. There was somebody else that jumped out to me too.
I think Pittsburgh did good by getting your boy Najee.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah,
he can, if they get him the same holes that they gave Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
But that's the thing, they let Villanueva go,
Yeah,
and they didn't really address offensive line coming into the second round. They got that tight end, which okay, but you still need offensive line help. Pouncey retired, Villanueva gone to the Ravens, so you could have picked up Landon Dickinson, which hey, two-time All-American, I guess you get
Can't
drafted.
argue with it.
Can't argue
No.
with it.
can't argue with it.
Then some of the linemen from I can't remember what the other board, the other top linemen was from. They had a chance to get them and then get them. So I was kind of disappointed in Pittsburgh. I was good they got Najee Harris because they needed a back. James Conner was not a feature back. Conner was
He gone now.
Yeah, he's in
Arizona.
Arizona, but he at best he's a backup. He's a number 2. So them getting Najee Harris, I did that. But the rest of their draft, the tight end, the dude was pretty good. But
What you think about your boys?
the Bucks.
I think they in the position they were just like, we got to draft somebody.
They could just take whatever they could have took. I
I know they probably really was on the phone trying to trade out of the first round.
Probably.
Yo, come get this pick.
But they picked up the defense. He's the defensive end from outside linebacker from Washington. He's hurt.
Yeah, I heard he failed his physical.
Yeah, he had a minor knee procedure that made him fail, so he couldn't participate in the mini camp. I'm okay with the Kyle Trask pick. Tom, for me, seeing what Trask did at Florida and where he started and where he came from, like it really takes some perseverance to sit behind all these bums at Florida. And
Not just that, he didn't even start in high school.
didn't start in high school. He was behind Kyler Murray, right?
Nah, Derek King.
Okay, so
Derek
behind
King,
Derek King. Behind Derek King, like you not starting in high school, you still get you bided your time.
They say he lucked up and got the Florida scholarship by going to a camp at the last minute.
Right.
Because he had 2 offers. I think they said was Akron and some other
Yeah,
school.
it was FCS school.
Yeah, and then he went to a Florida camp at the last minute and they offered him. That's how he ended up getting there.
And then the 2 years the opportunity he got, the 2 years he played, he had a damn good
He
junior
did his
year.
thing. I can't take it from
Yeah,
him.
did
Yeah, I
his
can't
thing.
take it from him because
So-
I was waiting. I was like, when I saw him come in the game when Felipe Franks went down, I was like, oh, we gonna maul this dude. This dude,
better
he
than
just
Felipe.
kept throwing. He kept throwing.
But you know, Felipe
Damn.
wasn't shit.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. I'm cool with the Kyle Trask pick, and then all the other picks. their defensive picks and their line, JPP and Dominican Sue's leaving. I would like them to see to pick up Barrymore from Alabama at the defensive tackle spot, but
want to get Barrymore.
But so I'm cool when you pick the last pick in the draft.
Right. Yeah, you probably just you just looking, you grasping.
You just trying to find the best player.
Best player available, and if they can fit a need, you take them.
Yeah.
So defensive end fit a need, somebody to come in and sit behind Tom Brady for a year, possibly two. That has some skill that you've seen play and make big time throws, and
he comes across as maybe a career backup, but I mean, because he has been a career backup his whole life, but you never know. And the kid could have been just in unique situations where he sat behind people, but he could have been, obviously he was good enough to deserve to be on the field all along. So we'll see what happens.
If Tom, I don't know if Tom Brady gonna mentor him.
I mean, they already said Tom Brady reached out to him, so
Tom, I don't think Tom is them. He ain't like Ben Roethlisberger.
He ain't Aaron
Rodgers.
He ain't Aaron Rodgers
because he's Tom fucking Brady. He don't give a damn who they bring in there. He don't care. Come on in.
I don't know. He
was a little butthurt when they got Jimmy G.
Yeah.
He was a little butthurt.
He went to the daddy.
Yeah,
daddy. They got this man over there.
But
he won't let me play.
But right now he can't. He's Tom Brady. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the ropes. I want you to succeed. Come on in, man. So,
but I will say I called it with Tamari and Terry. Didn't I say he wasn't gonna get drafted?
You said he wasn't gonna get drafted.
Yeah.
How J-Rob and Kane get drafted?
Kane
got drafted off of
size
measurements.
Yeah.
They do 6'7", 260, 265, can run a little bit.
Right.
Maybe we can mold him into something, turn him into something. J-Rob, he's just a consistent dude. You know what I'm saying? He plays the run well, he rushes the passer well. We can, give him. He can come in and give some of the starters a blow.
Play pretty good at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah. So I see.
He's gonna be coachable.
I'm not surprised he got drafted. Kid got a good story too. He lost his house in the hurricane and he raised the money to get him and his mom getting the house back. So I wasn't too shocked about him getting picked up. I was a little shocked by the Jets taking Nazareth and then moving him to linebacker.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't. He's smaller than Telvin Smith to me. Can he be a linebacker? He gonna put some weight on.
You could see you could put the weight on him.
Yeah.
Telvin was just
skinny.
But then
short.
And then look, Telvin balled out before.
He did.
I don't know whatever happened, but he was.
As I don't know if it was Big Game James calls him Black Isis.
He gonna be good though. I think he's gonna be all right. I think that was
Black
a good
Isis,
pick.
all right, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked by Marvin either.
No, because he laid an egg.
I thought somebody would have scooped him up, but I guess
there's certain things the NFL don't like, good or bad.
Yeah.
When he went out against his coach on social media,
He looked bad.
they don't like that.
No.
They don't like that. And then you went out. You should have just opted out. He would have been better off if he said, "I'm not playing this."
he would have been better off if he would have came out last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, true.
Last year would have got paid.
He would got paid.
He'd have been first round pick if last year if he came out. But
you came out, you played not to get hurt, and then, like you said, you look bad on film.
But he's in a good situation though. He went to Cleveland.
Right. You got a good deal.
The expectations are low. Like they're not expecting a whole lot from him. So if he can just show up and be respectable, plug a few holes, so Clowney and Garrett can get to the quarterback. Just do your job. Stay low key. I think he may be able to stick.
Yeah, but he got to bring it.
He gonna have to.
I think because the injuries didn't help him either, and I think that's what really kind of.
Yeah. And then he got mauled at the Senior Bowl too. So
yeah.
They gave him the business at the Senior Bowl.
All right, got the NBA playoffs getting ready to start next week, and
your Pacers ain't in the playoffs,
bro. No, they in the play-in game. They playing the
What they got?
They got to play North Carolina, the Hornets. They got to play the fucking Hornets. The Lakers got to play the 7. Somebody I was looking at.
I think if it was today, they had to play Golden State.
Well, no, I didn't know
get them 60.
It's out because they got to play. The Pacers have to play the Hornets, and the Lakers got to play. I can't.
But isn't a chance the Lakers?
It's either Golden State or
I think it's Golden State.
I think it's Golden State.
So, just as a Pacers fan, all year, every time I see the score pop up on Bleacher Report, Pacers lead by 3 at half. End of the game, fucking score pops back up. Pacers lose by 10. Like, that was all year long.
You're punishing yourself, bro.
And then they trade away Depot, which, okay, I understand. You're not that big of a market team, but you've done it before. You know, that 2006, 2013 run when they had Paul George and Hibbert and West and, you know.
This nigga said Hibbert. Woo. That made me feel old. That was a long time
He fell
ago.
off, man.
I couldn't tell you one player on the Pacers right now.
Callis LeVert.
I couldn't tell you a lot of players on any NBA team, but
Yeah.
Pacers specifically, I couldn't. Once Oladipo left, I don't know who the hell they got.
Sabonis boy on there. DeMontis.
That's how you know you old.
But the Lakers
watching
actually can
Sabonis.
get to the 6th seed if the Trailblazers lose tonight. They win.
Who the Trailblazers got tonight?
Denver.
No, they got
And the Lakers are playing the Pelicans without Zion.
They got an MVP.
Lakers can win. It's going to be Dame time.
They got an MVP candidate in Denver, and Jokic.
But he by himself though. Since your
but
boy got hurt.
They locked up. They may tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So the Lakers won't have to. They won't have to do the play in if they win. And
If they win, if Blazers lose, they'll be the 6th seed, and then the Blazers will be the 7th seed.
So who will they play in the first round if they the 6th seed?
I think they have to wait on the play-in.
They're playing, yeah. But
I'm more interested in seeing what happens in the East. Between Philadelphia, the Nets, and the Bucks in Miami. Now that they're starting to find their groove again, I'm more interested in those four, and who comes out of the East than I am out of the West. To be honest with you, to me, the West with the Lakers being 1 foot in and 1 foot out essentially because they can't stay healthy. Denver lost they second man. Can never bet on the Clippers. Like
No.
it's a crap. Anybody can come out the West. I feel like.
oh no, the playing game for the East tournament is the Wizards and the Celtics.
The fact that the Wizards are even in the conversation to me is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, your boy is dropping Mr. Triple Doubles out there.
They talk so much shit about Russ, but Russ and Bradley Beal got that thing rolling to the point to where they fighting to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
When we figured they were gonna be a lottery team. When they traded Russ there, I was like, man, that cat, he's going there to die.
Yep, that's Tuesday night, the playing tournament. So the Wizards and the Celtics, and then the Hornets and Pacers.
So it's one game and one game, winner goes in, loser goes home. That's crazy.
It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, I play NBA playoff. That's why I'm a Pacers fan, and I watch them, but I don't really get into basketball till playoff time.
Yeah.
And I really don't even get into it until at least the second round. Like the first round, usually pretty predictable, so I don't really pay too much attention to the first round of the playoffs.
You know, for me, since 1995, the Pacers been making the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it may have been 1 or 2 years that they didn't go, but because the East has been the East, I've always had a reason to watch it. So I keep up with them and watch them. So I didn't expect them to make this play-in tournament. So if they win Tuesday, I guess I'll be watching some playoff basketball.
Yeah, I don't have any faith in the Nets. I know everybody thinks that's the super team, and they're so good. Them cats only played together, I think 7 games the whole season. Those 3, and they just don't have any kind of continuity and nothing like that. And after those 3, they got nobody else. So I have more faith in Philadelphia, not just because they have that squad has pretty much been together for a while, but they got Doc Rivers. The Bucks been together for a good while. And Jimmy, it's hard for me to bet against Jimmy Butler the way he's been carrying the heat.
So we're gonna talk about these the Knicks at 4 and the Hawks at 5.
The Knicks are back.
I don't know about all that now.
Oh, they the 4.
the
They the 4.
playoffs.
No,
they the 4th seed. I'm happy that they in the playoffs. I know everybody keeps saying, basketball is better when the Knicks are winning. Nobody really gives a shit about the Knicks anymore. Like only the media talks about that.
And New Yorkers.
Right, but I'm happy that they're
Spike
decent
Lee will
again.
slap you if you say that.
yeah, Julius Randle and your boy, the boy from Duke. What's the second in the second year?
Garrett,
No,
what's his name?
Hold on.
not Cam Reddish.
Barrett.
Agent RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett and Randle. I mean, they're coming into their own. So
Yeah.
I know, but you know, if the Knicks make it to the second round, I'm not watching the playoffs.
Who they get? They gonna play the Hawks? They gonna make it. That's gonna be a good series. But I feel like they can beat the Hawks.
They probably could, but I just don't. Knicks fans are fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Knicks fans are the Boston Red Sox fans.
They're the Dallas Cowboy fans.
They are the Dallas Cowboy
Florida
fans.
Gator fans.
Yeah, Miami Hurricane fans. Because they always back.
Yeah.
But I will have a conversation with a Miami Hurricane fan before I will a Gator fan. And my wife is one.
I don't know, dog.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't want a conversation with either one of the motherfuckers.
Man, at least Miami, at least we can talk about, you know.
I got some partners that are Gators fans, so we cool. Miami.
At least we can talk about what's going on in the city. I don't want to hear shit about what's going on in Gainesville.
Miami fans are delusional, though.
They are.
They are.
I can't stand it.
Miami fans is still thinking that Luke Skywalker and Michael Irvin, we the you.
But to me, they're easy to date. I can deal with them easier than I can deal with a Gators fan. 'Cause most Gator fans are from North Florida, and they white. Let's keep it real.
No.
A lot of them.
No, these Central Florida niggas.
They love them too.
Are
They
diehard
love
Gator
them too.
fans.
But it's
That's up
just
in Jacksonville.
It's just, you know, a lot of these Central Florida and Northern Florida white Gators fans don't really care for us niggas unless we scoring touchdowns. So I can't deal with them. I can deal with a Hurricane fan. I can deal with a Hurricane fan.
I got too
because
many-
I give the Canes my respect. You know, the Canes in the early 2000s, late 90s, I gotta give them their respect. That's the, you know, that year, that 2000 Miami Hurricanes team was one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, but they still holding on to that shit.
I know they don't have anything else.
That's what makes it annoying, because
But the fact that Gators fans try to call themselves DBU and try to claim that Tebow was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
but they're winning.
They are now.
They're winning.
I can't deal with them. I'm sorry. I just can't deal with them.
Miami fans do the same shit every year. Win, roll off 6 in a row, and then drop like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
they still back.
That's why it's easy for me to deal with them, because I know they gonna choke anyway.
Man, fuck
Gators
that.
fans, when they start winning, they even worse.
You know why? You know why I don't like them?
Why?
Because they always got Florida State in their fucking mouth. Gainesville,
Yes.
We did Super Bowl.
Gainesville's
Yeah.
fans, Gator fans don't really talk about Florida State like that.
No, because they ain't got time to look past us. They got to worry about Alabama,
Exactly.
and Georgia.
That's why I can't stand.
That's
That's
the
why I
difference.
can't.
Miami is.
I can't stand
They're
them.
our Super Bowl.
That's
That's
the
why I
difference.
love them.
I can't
That's
stand
why. That's why I love them even more, because y'all hang y'all hat on us so much.
That
Y'all
shit's
want to
fucking
be on.
annoying. I got a partner right now, dude I'm with the school with. He's from South Florida. He's a Canes fan. Oh my God, this dude. FS lose.
Yeah.
Anytime,
Especially this last run they did
anytime
on.
some shit happen bad with FSU, he's on it.
Ask them how many ACC championships they got.
He don't
But
care.
one thing that was good for that 8-year run, we ain't hear nothing out of South Florida.
No,
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
they had nothing to say.
Or Gainesville.
No,
'Cause we
Not a
got two
thing.
classes that never lost to them.
never.
So, but I agree with you. The Miami fans, because even when Miami playing Florida, sometimes I kind of pull them for Florida. It depends.
It
You know,
depends.
at the time of the season. If it's the first game of the year, I hope them both. I hope they both.
Can
lose.
they both lose?
Yeah, but the life is better to me when Miami is getting the shit kicked out of them. Sorry, Tommy. Love you.
It's good when
Anyway.
they're both getting whooped.
Yeah, but these NBA playoffs,
Yeah.
these NBA playoffs, man, we're gonna see.
We gonna
I
see.
want to see if LeBron is he gonna be healthy enough with him and AD if they're gonna wheel these boys from the bottom. Like they're not the top seed right now. They're not the 100 coming out of the West.
I don't know, man.
So does he have enough in him to make a run this playoffs?
I don't know, man. I ain't
If
got-
if he gets to a championship and if he somehow wins the title this year,
Then I gotta hear that bullshit again about is he the best?
I mean,
he's not.
No.
But anyway, I think Father Time is finally catching up to his ass this year. It looks like it anyway. And AD, Father Time, did they catch up with him sooner than what we expected? Because AD can't stay on the court neither. I don't know, man. If they can stay healthy, they're as good as anybody in the West. But I just don't think they can stay healthy. I don't think both of them gonna make it through the end of the playoffs together.
we're gonna see.
It'll be
All right.
interesting.
Last thing, and I didn't have this on the list, but I saw a tweet earlier, and I wanted to bring it to you guys. It was a tweet between Kendrick Perkins and What's the guy played at?
Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell. You saw that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is harder, NBA championship or the NFL championship?
NFL, hands down.
NFL, I agree.
And I agree with what Calais Campbell said, because
Yeah.
he said that, in the NBA playoffs, let's say, 7-game series, your star can have a bad game. The whole team can have a bad game. You go down 0-2, 0-1. You still got a chance to come back and win.
Right.
You have a bad game in the Super Bowl, it's a wrap.
The NFL
So
players,
just ask the O-line from Kansas City.
Right.
Like, you have a bad game in the Super Bowl, there's no coming back.
There's no coming back.
It's over.
Yeah. And you can get to a Super Bowl and never get back.
Right.
Ever.
And see, then too with the NBA, you could look out the losing streak when LeBron and AD been out, and they still in the playoffs. You lose 5-6 games in the NFL, you're done.
So, yeah, you don't have that kind of flexibility or leeway
So the championship, Super Bowl is harder to win than
in the NBA championship.
I wouldn't say it's harder.
To win week in and week out in the NFL is hard. That's why you
It's
celebrate the win.
it's more of a grind in the NBA playoffs.
Right.
You have flexibility within the season, but once it comes playoff time, it is now a grind, and you have to win these games.
Right.
Yeah, but like you said, you can still. There's been plenty of teams who fell behind 0-2,
Right.
and still came back and won their series.
It's all when you make this run.
Right.
When your team starts to peak. If you can start peaking before or after the All-Star game in the NBA, you can get the rolling, then you pretty good. In NFL, you can't start off 0-2, 0-3.
No.
Because you got a tough road to hold in.
Yeah.
Right.
And even teams that gotten into the playoffs. Like, think about that year, that the second year that Eli and the Giants won the Super Bowl. They came in as a wild card.
Yeah.
You think any one of those teams that they faced before they got to the Super Bowl was thinking we're gonna lose to the Giants? Nobody thought the Giants was gonna make it to the Super Bowl, and then let alone win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that tells you how hard it is right there. Because like I said, all those teams they beat were better than them.
Right.
And all of them had bad days.
That's even like Roethlisberger's first his rookie year when they went to the championship game. I think we didn't watch the Super Bowl at Carey House.
Yeah.
As a rookie, and to play all your playoff games on the road with a rookie QB. Granted, they had a damn good defense, damn good running game.
Right.
He was handing that bitch off.
The bus was toting that bitch.
Yeah.
But still, that's tough.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, what the Tampa Bay did this year, they went on the road. And because if you look at the two best teams in the NFC, they didn't go. Which, like with the Bucks, they got like the fourth easiest schedule in the league this year.
Yeah.
So because they didn't get a first place schedule because they didn't finish first.
But they could still not go. Like,
Yeah,
they can
right.
still
They
not
can-
make
they
it.
can
That just
still
tells you how
not make
tough
it.
it is.
Right.
They got an easy schedule. They return all these starters, and it's still.
They still got to play the
I
game.
don't say it's a long shot, but yeah,
Right.
they still got to play those games to get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's a strong possibility that they won't make it. Shut up, man.
I hope so.
Nah,
If you stay healthy.
right.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Yeah. Barring injury.
Stay healthy and stay focused.
Yeah. But you got a bullseye on your back this year.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, you're the hunted now. It ain't gonna be like it was when we sneaking up on folks.
Right. Just because after that 2002 Super Bowl, what happened? They came in and
Laid an egg, but that was because John Gruden, though.
yeah.
He's secretly a horrible coach.
Like that's a rich man.
Yeah.
That's $100 million.
Secretly, he's terrible as a coach.
Well, that's it, guys, for the Lick Read for week 12.
Cool.
All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for What You On. This is our music segment of the show. Get into some classic albums that y'all need to check out. If you're not familiar with them, we are, because we old as hell. And we like reminiscing about music. And this week, which one of y'all want to start us off?
I'll start this off.
All right, go ahead. What you on this week?
This is like right on the border of our cutoff in 2005 when this album came out. I was still a fairly new father at the time, so I was kind of soft. I was becoming soft anyway, so the father. So this helped me to get back into my angry days. When 8-Ball and MJG dropped "Living Legends,"
Word.
and the first song was "You Don't Want No Drama." When you start a song, when the hook for a song is "Bust a nigga head, slap a hoe, shoot the club up," and that took me right back to, you know what I'm saying? I was angry again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to hear. So that was one of my favorite albums by 8-Ball and MJG. I was a little bit little bit annoyed because they was on Bad Boy, and
Yeah.
the scene
went for
starts
that
off.
bread.
It starts off with Diddy talking, all in the video, and you know what I'm saying. So that kind of aggravated me a little bit, but it was some vintage 8-Ball and MJG. So you know, it's one of my favorites. From You Don't Want No Drama to my favorite is Don't Make Me Kill No Motherfucking Body in Here. Because again, that was you know.
You was ready to be back angry again.
Hey man, I was ready to be in the club and start a fight again. You know what I'm saying?
You felt the softness. You felt this kid softening you.
Yeah, I was pushing my son down and stuff.
Get out of
you know
here,
what I'm saying? But no, it was one of my favorite 8-Ball and MJG albums. I think it was needed because they hadn't put nothing out. I think since in my lifetime, so it's been a little minute.
Yeah.
Since they
that
came
was
back.
What,
That was
98.
Yeah, that was like 98, 99, something like that. Yeah. So it'd been a little minute, so I was happy to see them cats come back and put out something good. So that's one of my favorites. Another one that I may skip 1 or 2, but that's about it. I usually let that thing ride. So
Yeah.
8-Ball and MJG, Living Legends, 2005. Check it out.
Sid, what you on, brother?
Okay, this is, and I don't know for sure, but I think this was the second solo album coming out of the Wu.
Method Man was the first.
First, yeah.
So I think Raekwon was the second one.
Was Raekwon the second one?
Because
I think so.
it's between him and the Genius.
I think you're right. I think you're right. What is it?
What is it, man?
Oh, chiming in on if it was the first or second. My bad. Okay, 1995's Only Built for Cuban Links. Raekwon the Chef. Really, you could say it's Raekwon and Ghostface album.
Right.
But
Ghostface was on the cover with him. So.
Yeah. But it was the second solo. Actually, I didn't expect nothing too much out of Raekwon. I think he did his thing on 36 Chambers, but when you think about all of them, you think about Genius or Inspector Deck more than him. But this album was dope.
Yeah.
It had a lot of cuts on it. My favorite one is one with Nas, Verbal Intercourse. Oh my God, they spit on it. And
The Ice Cream was a summertime
classic.
classic.
Ice Cream summertime classic. You got Glaciers of Ice was dope. It was a dope album. Guillotine. Inspector Deck. Spin on that one. I mean, it was dope.
It was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Not to mention the tape was purple.
Yeah.
I mean, that's significant.
Only built for Cuban links.
Yeah, it was hard now.
I mean, the Cuban link chain was you had one of them.
Even still to this day.
Yeah.
You get your Cuban.
You was in there. Okay, all right.
What you got, though?
Well, I'm taking it back to 2004. This young man not young man, old. He is in my opinion, he's one of those artists that come along and they burning hot, like from start to like they're not missing, right? Mm-hmm. We think a couple of people like that, like Missy Elliott,
right,
starts off hot and she just don't miss unless she just stop making music.
Outkast. Never missed, right?
Mine is 2004 College Dropout, Kanye West. Like that album, it just we knew, like we heard Kanye. You go back and you listen to some of the stuff and who Kanye produced for, Jay-Z on Blueprint, Keisha Cole, and some of these other people. Mm-hmm. Damn, this man is really talented. And then you hear the story of how like Jay-Z didn't want to sign him; he just wanted him to sit there in the back and just make beats. And then he just fuck it, I'll do it myself. And he made a fire ass album. He may have had some ghostwriters. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who really cares? Right?
He definitely had some.
He did. But when you're
you ain't spitting like that, man.
Yeah. But when you can put an album together and you can produce like he produced on like his first 3 albums, first 4 really, 5, it don't get no better. And for me, We Don't Care, Graduation's Day, Selena Johnson, All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, Spaceships.
That cut with Common and Talib.
Workout Plan.
I mean, you can't
Get them high.
You can't really argue against that.
Jamie Foxx, Slow Jams, him and Twister.
He could have kept that workout plan though.
That workout plan was funny as shit though.
It was comedic, but
Right.
Yeah.
musically,
Then he got D-Ray imitating Bernie Mac.
yeah.
Like I thought for a minute that was Bernie
I
Mac.
thought it was.
And then just to sample Shaka Khan and speed up, and she's still pissed about the song.
She still don't like it.
She still don't like the song.
She still don't like it.
You know,
Right.
it's dope when they did. What's the song they did on Chappelle Show? They was like they had the New York in the background.
2 words.
2 words. Yeah, yeah.
That was dope.
That was dope.
And
I
then,
just can't fool Kanye no more.
I mean,
That's another conversation.
and before we get into that conversation, one of my favorite songs was "Family Business." It was like
I
the
love
second
that
last
song
song.
too. Yeah.
So, just talking about a family reunion, what type of
Right.
family member you got there? Like, yeah, that was a dope ass album. So, I stopped fucking with Kanye when he became problematic later on in his career.
Yeah.
For me, The Life of Pablo was the last album that I would listen to on a regular basis. After that,
See, me, it was probably Late Registration.
my Twisted Dark Fantasy you couldn't get
I
into.
didn't really care for it.
You didn't like Graduation?
Well, I said that. Maybe Graduation was probably what.
So
around the time-
before 808 and Heartbreaks,
Yeah, that's when.
them first 4 albums.
Yeah, that's when he kind of lost.
Them
me.
first, okay.
Yeah, and I think it was probably around the same time where all his relationships with everybody that he built the first 4 albums with kind of started to fall apart. Like with Consequence, they wasn't cool no more. What's the other dude that was running this foundation for him in Chicago? What's his name? I forget his name.
I can't remember.
Rhyme Fest. Yeah, right around the time his relationship started deteriorating with those cats is when he started going on this other stuff. I felt like I don't know. It just
I mean, 808 and 808s and Heartbreaks is definitely that album shifted everything after that. Like 808 and Heartbreaks is different. That's like you coming out, you just doing something totally different. And you think about what he did, they're doing that shit now. On auto tune and rapper singing and all that. They're doing that now. So he was ahead of his time with that one. But then to come back with My Twisted Dark Fantasy, you got Nicki on there spitting, you got Ross on there spitting. That was like, okay, Kanye, you had to do what you had to do. You want to try something different. You came back with this and then but I get why he did lose a lot of people with that 808 and Heartbreak because everybody was used to Graduation, Late Registration.
ready.
yeah, and
college
it wasn't for me. It wasn't his music that lost me. Like it's just all his other
antics.
stuff that lost me. Like
Yeah.
he just.
I mean, but now that we know, I mean, part of it is the mental health issue that he had.
I think a good portion of it is his mother passing, and then whatever mental health issues he has, which I don't know if anybody's confirmed exactly what's going on.
I mean, do we really? I mean,
Yeah, you can-
look at his behavior.
Yeah,
Look
at his behavior.
I'm talking about a full clinical
I mean,
diagnosis. I don't know
he's
what
probably
the
been
hell-
diagnosed, but we know.
I'm sure he has.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
But yeah, man, he's lost. And this is, I don't want to sound insensitive, but he's lost his mind, and I want somebody to help him find it. Like, to me, like I said,
He too rich.
I'm gonna give you an example. I had to tell my son today, son, your hair looks like shit. And I can tell you that I'm your father and I love you. I said, if somebody wasn't your friend, they would just let you keep going on looking like shit forever and wouldn't tell you nothing. They
Tell
ain't your
Chris.
Chris. They ain't your real friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm your father. I'm tell you, you need to get a haircut. Like if somebody was Kanye's real friend, like, look, bro, you need to get some help, man.
I mean, he probably did.
I'm surprised he won all that hair with playing baseball. He got a lot.
yeah. But I'm like, bro, your real friend will come to you and be like, man, you need to get some help, bro. Like, you're struggling. Like, it's obvious. I'm not talking about not wait till he gets to the point to where he's walking on stage at the MTV Awards and snatching microphones from people or what other shit he's been doing. Like, get to him right when his mom passed. Like, look, bro, I know this is tough, man. This is hard. You don't got your daddy in your life. Your mother, you done lost your mama. Let's go sit down and we can just talk.
You know who I
get
really think?
somebody else you can talk to.
You know who I think that probably could have saved him and put him in line? Is Jay-Z. He always wanted Jay-Z's acceptance.
He did.
And I think if Jay-Z would have came in his life, because at that point he was Jehovah, he was,
But
'cause
then
if you listen to his music, I always wanted to, I'm little brother, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure that was the case. I agree with you.
But Jay-Z's he's doing his own. I mean,
that's a man. He got a wife.
but you know
he's
how
got
it
his
is.
own problems at this
They
thing
got
too.
one, but some people are that needy. You know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like that was part of it. I think he always wanted Jay-Z's acceptance, and when he wasn't getting it, that's when he started going and talking about, oh, I'm gonna do Watch the Throne 2 with Drake and all this other stuff. Because I think he was trying to poke at Jay-Z because Jay-Z wasn't.
He married Kim Kardashian. Jay-Z got Beyonce.
Let me tell y'all something. As soon as he married Kim Kardashian, Beyonce was like, we ain't finna be mixed up in all that foolishness. Let me tell you that right now. So that's where he kind of started to veer off into all this crazy stuff.
Then he got too rich at that point.
Yeah, because now he's making expensive clothes for bums and doing his Sunday service.
Jailhouse clothing line.
Yeah,
them slides.
You seen them orange shits? Somebody said y'all wore them shits in county. What I want to wear them shits for?
Well, people be like. They gonna rock
not
it.
them, but the ones that I guess that's trying that
they're like
fake
shoes.
Crocs or whatever that they look like space shoes.
All them shits ugly as fuck.
You mean to tell me somebody looked at those like, yeah, but them is hard, right? I'm gonna put
but
them
people
on.
been doing it.
The original Adidas Yeezys. They're okay.
Okay.
They're okay. I wouldn't get them, but they're okay.
No.
They're tolerable. I can look at them like, okay, cool, whatever. But this shit he been putting out after that,
Trash.
Like Klingon,
and people are
man.
running to. You can't run to the store no more. You got to run to StockX to get them. But it don't make any sense to me. They buying them just for the fact that his name is attached to them, and like I said, it's a status symbol for these folks.
We know that it's expensive.
That's it.
I ain't buying some shit I can get out of Walmart to make my goddamn self.
Look, man, if Kanye's daddy was selling them shoes bootleg on the street, I wouldn't buy a pair.
Dog, if they had that big ass, you see, they had that Jumpman symbol on them when he doing a split.
When doing a split with pom poms instead of a basketball.
If Kanye sponsored this show, we had to.
Hey, Kanye, come on through. You sponsoring? Man. Come on, brother.
I don't know, man.
You gotta wear.
I ain't doing it.
You ain't doing it?
Y'all got to replace me with somebody
I'm
else.
putting them big motherfuckers
I ain't
on.
selling my soul to Kanye, dog. I'm not doing it.
That's a check, brother. I'm here.
We ain't doing that bad at home, man. Me to sell my soul for Kanye.
You ain't selling your soul. It's a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Fuck him, man.
Hey, Chris might sign an Adidas deal.
We still ain't wearing no Yeezys.
Chris gonna want to come watch you tape because he think Kanye gonna be here every taping.
He don't give a shit about
Dad,
Kanye.
can you give me some free Yeezys?
He don't give a shit about Kanye or Yeezys. Trust me. I told my kids one time, we are a Nike household. You may be able to get by with some Vans.
Sound like Ray.
We are a Nike household. That's what we wearing here. No questions asked. I don't want to talk about nothing else. Your mama can wear some Adidas if she wants to. The men in this house will wear Nike. Anyway, we went way off on a tangent about Kanye.
But that's what we own.
That's what we own.
Week 12.
Week 12. Go get that.
Yeah, go get them all.
All right. It's time for Who You Got? Movie Edition. So this week we're going to do our top 3 sports movies and one honorable mention. So we're going to pick from top 3 basketball movies, football movies, and baseball movies. And we're going to each take a turn going first so we don't step on each other's toes because we all kind of like the same shit. So it's going to be a lot of doubling up on this list. The debate is going to get into what I'm going to tell you right now. What you're going to hear, what you're going to see is a lot of us quoting this shit because some of this shit is hilarious.
A lot of it is.
Especially when it comes to the football and the basketball.
So who's going first?
Me.
All right, go first.
So what are we doing first? Football, baseball.
Pick a number.
Nigga, we picking numbers?
Yeah, just pick a number 1 through 3.
1
through 3?
Yeah, 1
3
through 3.
of us.
1 through 3. Just pick a number 1 through 3.
3.
Okay, well, fuck it then. Give me your top 3 football movies.
Football, okay. My top 3 football movies. All right. I put a lot of them down here because okay, my first one.
You going first? Your 3, go ahead.
My first one, old classic movie. Used to make me cry a little bit.
Brian's song.
You cried on Brian?
You cried on Brian's song?
Billy D said,
James Caan and Billy D.
Go tonight and hit your knees. Pray for Brian Piccolo.
You had one tear coming down.
One tear getting down your eye.
Billy had the afro. He had a slick. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it now, in 2021, it was awfully. The football part was awful because they was mixing in real footage.
Man, a good portion of these movies we're talking about,
Yeah.
the football, baseball, basketball is going to be horrific.
Horrific. That's one. Second one was a funny movie to me. It was Wildcats.
Okay.
With Goldie Hawn, Michael T.
It's a fantastic movie, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Woody
Young
Harrelson.
Wesley Snipes.
Young
there.
Woody Harrelson.
And Big Tab. Which is the funniest part to me, man.
You know, one of the lines that I'll never forget when they was trying to get the big dude to play. They were trying to convince him to play. Hey man, what's your mama want? A crock pot?
we got the game, and he was like, "Hey, don't mind me. I'm not here for them."
Just let Buddy go by.
Man, that was one of the funniest movies, man.
All right, my second one.
That's your second one. What's
No,
your third
I'm sorry, third one. It's another funny movie to me. It's Unnecessary Roughness.
Unnecessary Roughness is.
It was funny.
It was funny.
That was hilarious to me, man.
What's funny is that there was a cat. Stonehands was in one of my other favorite movies, football movies.
Yeah, totally different character.
Yeah, totally different character.
And that part when they were in the huddle, they were calling the play. They were like, Stonehands say, "Wait a minute." I'm wide open. Throw it to me. I promise I'll catch it. And everybody was like,
nah. Old Scott Bakula coming back to school.
And then the dude who do the karate moves. And
Oh, my God. He out there drop kicking bitches on the field.
It was so stupid, man.
Sinbad playing the offensive lineman.
And D-tackle.
Yeah. That movie was so stupid. Man.
Who that was? It wasn't Heather Locklear, was it? Who was it?
It was Kate Ireland.
Yeah, Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland, yeah.
Kathy Ireland playing a kicker.
Who was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Man, I used to get that SI swimsuit.
Hey man, don't tell us what you did with that.
It wasn't too many white women that piqued my interest.
Cat, she was one of them. She still look good too.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Chuck,
Yeah.
go ahead. Me and you are gonna go.
Probably gonna be on the same
Yeah.
page. All right, so I had Wildcats in there too, but I had three others that I was quite fond of as well. First one was Varsity Blues.
I forgot about that one.
Varsity Blues was funny to me because it was some more bullshit. Like,
Right.
They was
Over
diving
the top.
head first,
Yeah.
spearing folks. And it was just funny to me because for the coach didn't give a shit. When he told old boy, like me and my brother still laugh at this, when he told old boy how sorry his daddy was. Like, man, you're not gonna tell me how sorry my daddy was. And me still being on your team, bro. Like,
right.
It was terrible. But Varsity Blues was funny. My other one was when your boy Stonehands came back,
The program.
played another role, the program. The program, I feel like it was depicted at Florida State.
Right.
So it was another one that was the football scenes was unfreaking believable.
I had the program on my list, and the only reason why I even said it because the football part
Was so
was
ridiculous.
so ridiculous.
Snot bubbles.
It wasn't even believable. None of it was.
What's
Nigga, all you need to know how to do is sign an NFL contract.
what was Omar Epps' character?
Darnell Jefferson.
Darnell
Darnell
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
When he returned the kick, and he's like,
He licking his hands for you.
Him.
right there, yeah.
Never happened.
And then they cut the scene out of the movie where they was sitting in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Because motherfuckers
yeah.
going and sitting down in traffic and
Traffic,
laying
yeah.
down. They cut
Yeah.
that shit out.
But yeah, as somebody who has returned a punt before,
You ain't licking your fingers.
No.
and you ain't talking neither.
My
way.
nigga, you ain't got time. You focusing on
And
catching
who
the
was
ball.
listening to you?
No one. They can't hear you no damn way.
And then the dude on steroids when he starting defense.
Latimer, you gonna ride it, crash, run your forehead through a window because you
Window.
got on the starting line.
Bro.
Everybody else
Sit
dog.
at the table.
Everybody dog tired after practice. You in there throwing up 500 pounds of shit.
Right. But my last one was one that came out more recently, and I liked it because I read the book, even though the book was way different from the movie. It was Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was good because it was based off a true story. But like I said, I had read the book before seeing the movie, and yeah, it's completely different. Like the book is full of racism. Like when Booby got hurt, they basically tossed him to the side.
Right.
He wasn't on the sideline on his crutches. He wasn't riding the bus. They told Booby, take your ass back across them tracks
Yeah.
and be poor. because they didn't give a shit about Booby no more. But it was still a good movie. Like I said, some of it was real. Some of it they did put some of the true, stuff from the book into the movie, and I thought it was put together pretty well. Other than the fact that, what's the boy Billy Bob Thornton? He was not believable at all as a coach. But that Dallas Carter team they played in the championship was every bit of real.
Yeah.
I actually liked the movie, and that was one of my movies. But I liked the TV show Friday Night Lights.
I didn't watch the TV show.
I never got into that.
Get into it. It's a good show.
That's my 3, man.
So I had Friday Night Lights as well, just cause it was a good story. And with that nigga Booby on the sideline talking about, you want to win, put Booby in. You want to win, coach, let me spin. He go out there and can't do shit. Next thing you know, Chris Coleman is the man now.
Yeah.
So that was one of mine. And my other one, of course, is the program. You had an alcoholic quarterback who had to go to rehab.
I forgot about that dude.
I forget about Joe K.
I forgot all about Joe.
Darnell Jefferson going out the old boys.
Right.
His starting running back, his competition's girlfriend.
I mean, it was Halle Berry.
Carrying his GPA and his helmet to show her dad.
The dumbest shit.
And then, just thought about when you said it was patting out the Florida State when the quarterback went to rehab and the other that was Marcus Allen, that was Rooster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So my third one that neither one of y'all picking, I'm surprised, is Remember the Titans.
I forgot about that one.
I'm gonna disappoint you. You know why I didn't pick Remember the Titans? I never watched it all.
Really?
I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
Side note, this is the same dude that said he never watched The Wire. That just hit me.
Right.
I just finished season 1.
What'd you think?
I
love it.
I was going to say.
Now, season 2 is gonna come. Don't get disappointed because it's totally different than season 1.
I've started watching I'm in the first 3 episodes of season 2. It's boring as fuck already.
Keep watching.
I'm gonna keep watching
But it's
because
season
season one was boring as hell. The first 3 episodes.
It's going to build.
Season 2 builds upon everything.
I'm sticking with it.
So don't get like, oh, fuck this shit. Season 3 they bring you back. They bring you back to the hood in season 3.
All right, good.
Sorry to sidetrack, but it just hit me.
Yeah, man. You've never seen the entire Remember the Titans?
Nah, I watched bits and pieces of it.
Who's your daddy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's my favorite part. That's in the
Damn
beginning.
it.
Before
Bro,
you go to camp.
that's not getting. That's not.
How many feet in a mile?
Let's not turn this into how many movies Chuck has not seen.
How many feet in a mile?
We all know I have not seen these iconic movies. I ain't seen Braveheart.
You're killing me, Petey.
My son talk shit to me because I ain't seen Scarface.
What? You're not black. You haven't seen the entirety of Remember the Titans or Scarface.
Chuck, you Jehovah's Witness?
No,
Oh.
Your mama passed that on to you, didn't she?
I haven't watched Scarface. What's the big deal? I seen Goodfellas 100 times.
All right.
Okay, cool. Casino?
Seen Casino.
And you ain't seen Scarface?
Godfather.
I ain't watched Godfather.
Shut the fuck
What?
No. See, I told you, we're gonna get into it. Now it's gonna be a 30-minute discussion on movies Chuck ain't seen.
Get the fuck, get out.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Remember
I
the
ain't
Titans?
seen Remember the Titans all the
Petey,
way
you're
through.
killing me.
Killing me.
How many feet in a mile?
Nah.
5,100, 200. You take this ball and you run all up. We gonna do up downs till you not thirsty no more.
Okay.
Sunshine.
I know who that is. What the white boy had the long hair.
That's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
There you
All right,
go. Moving right along.
moving right along. You want to go? Or you want me to go?
What we doing next?
You want 1 or 2?
I'll take 2. What we doing next?
Top 3 baseball movies.
Top
Go.
3 baseball movies. This is easy for me. Okay. And one of these y'all may not feel. I don't know. You may.
Y'all got me on this one.
Sandlot.
Okay.
I never saw
Fantastic.
that one.
Classic.
Oh no! Oh, Sam ain't never seen Sandlot.
Wait a minute.
Let's talk about that.
Nobody. I've seen it, of course, but Sandlot is.
I was a grown ass man.
He was a
when
grown
that
man.
came
I
out.
was too.
No, not really.
Damn near.
He was like
Anyway,
I was still
17.
in
18.
school.
Yeah, we was
Sandlot
in
was a
high
good
school.
movie.
Sandlot was a great baseball movie.
Major League.
Major League is the best baseball movie of all time.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Hands down. Yeah,
Just one now, not
the
the
first
other
one.
ones.
No.
The second one was okay.
I
The
didn't
third,
I didn't
I never even watched the second one.
I didn't
I
know there
did.
was a third
I
one.
watched all 3 of
When
them.
they had Omar Epps playing
Willie Mays.
Willie Mae Hayes.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
No, they lost me on that.
First Major League.
First Major League's
Base-
fantastic.
Best baseball movie ever.
Watched it last week when it came on TV. It was fantastic. My third one is A League of Their Own. I just love that movie.
That's
Yeah.
a good movie.
I love that movie.
That's on. That's number 2 on my
Well
list.
written. Acting was great. Tom Hanks was good. I forgot old girl's name. Gina
Davis.
Gina Davis. Love that movie. I don't care how many times it comes on. I watch it every time it comes on. Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell.
I watch it every time.
Leave It On is a very good movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
There's no
That was
crying
on my
in
list too.
baseball.
That's it.
Are you crying?
She's crying, sir. Love that movie.
Yeah, that's Major League and A League of Their Own. Those are my two on there on my list.
I'm done. That's it.
All right, Major League was on my list. Fortunately, this baseball movies was. I haven't seen a lot of them. One on my list was The Bad News Bears, the original.
Yeah,
Good stuff. That was one of my honorable. That was probably my honorable mention. The
Walter
original
Matthau.
Bad News Bears.
Buttermilk out there smoking that black and mild. What was the badass kid named Kelly?
Kelly,
Yeah, kept a square hanging out of his mouth.
Had that dirt bike.
Kept a square.
And my third one was a old one classic. It was funny. Had it was Bingo Long and the Traveling Longstar.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Billy D. Williams, Richard Pryor.
Okay.
It was about the
I probably now that you say that, I
Barnstorm,
probably
James
Earl
Earl Jones. It was they were Negro League Barnstorming team.
Oh man, I'm about to watch that.
Oh man, yeah,
about to look
watch
it up.
that.
Okay, all right. Well, my third one was The Natural. Old ass Robert Redford coming back in, getting a second shot at like fucking 38 years old.
Never seen it.
Never seen The Natural?
No.
You ever seen that movie where he swings and hits a home run and then all the lights start smashing out?
I think I've seen
That,
that.
Yeah.
that's the Natural.
Okay.
It's a pretty good movie. All right, so that's three. So then I'll jump off with basketball movies. Our last one. My top 3 basketball movies are, of course, and it's one we probably gonna differ on. White Men Can't Jump.
That's one of mine.
It's probably arguably the greatest basketball movie of all time.
I'm gonna go get my other gun.
Shoot
everybody's Just a great movie, man.
Yeah.
Rosie Perez.
That's when I fell in love with her and Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reinforced itself
In White Men
in
Can't
White
Jump.
Men Can't
Yes.
Jump.
And the 2-on-2 tournament basketball scene, like that shit was
Funny dog.
Yeah.
funny as hell. The beach basketball scene, Kadeem Hardison out there playing.
Talking shit.
The only part they could have left out is him doing the sky hook at that high rim. And
Oh,
the
and
basket.
on the movie lot.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
get his
To
girl
get
in
his
there.
girl in jeopardy.
They could have
Yeah.
kept that one. But.
Yeah. But that was a good movie.
Why you ain't? You should have dunked it. You had it.
I can dunk.
Nah. You're not finna give me white bread. You're not finna give me this.
What made me laugh no, you keep saying that, but I can stuff it.
When he said, Billy, go home.
Go home to your lady.
Billy was a loser, man.
Billy was terrible, dog.
I bet you my check.
I wanted Billy to get his shit together so
God
bad.
damn,
dog.
Billy, you keep fucking up.
When
Kept
he,
fucking up.
when he was fucking with Billy, like, you want me to pump your shoe up, okay? He said, quit, man, quit fucking around.
And City was cold, so you took that check, put it in his pocket, and they didn't even give him a ride home. Just
I'm out.
like,
Good luck, Billy.
damn, City cold. What? What's your last?
My number 2. No, I still got 2 more.
My bad.
He Got Game.
Good movie. It pisses me off, but it's a good movie.
I love it.
Yeah, it does.
Because
But-
Ray Allen played a good part, but he was a bitch.
Why was Ray Allen a bitch?
Because,
Doug?
come on, man. He was a bitch in that movie.
Why, dog? His daddy killed his mama.
Yeah, but
Even though it was an accident,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he still killed his mama.
Killed his mama, but come on, man, that's your dad.
But wait, man. So Denzel was an asshole to him his whole life, and you killed my mama?
But he was the reason why he going where he was going.
That don't mean nothing. You've been an asshole
I
to me my whole
I can
life.
see if Denzel like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna kill you, that type of shit. It was an accident.
It was an accident. But
He could've handled that
but
better.
Denzel was an asshole.
Yeah, he was.
Every day that you got that part. All the kids having fun and playing and shit.
You got this nigga going through drills.
Jesus out there going through drills. And you named him Jesus,
Yeah. Well,
for Christ's sakes.
yeah.
Jesus.
But Gear Game was one of my favorite movies of all time. Basketball, otherwise.
My third and final one is, I think that's where we'll kind of disagree. Maybe not. Above the Rim.
I had that on my list.
I thought about it.
It's a horrible movie.
It's a terrible movie. The acting, the plot.
The basketball part is
The
horrible.
basketball part is not that bad.
Bro, when they play in the tournament,
that
at the
tournament
end,
is bad.
horrific.
I mean, come on
They
now.
playing
Leon shooting the same jumper.
and they play
re-looping it.
and they was 8-foot rims they was playing on.
They looping that.
Okay.
Terrible,
But
bro.
it was a great.
Do you know
great
how
movie.
bad? What's my boy's name from The Wire? Not horrible of a basketball player. He really
Wood
is.
Harris?
Wood Harris was horrific in that movie.
Birdman.
Von Barksdale, man.
He was terrible in that movie. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
The movie was
Basketball
great.
wise,
The movie was great.
terrible.
Marlon came in and killed Tupac at the end.
Yeah.
Great. I had another one on there, but I'll let y'all say yours, just in case y'all might say it.
I'm gonna go quick because he got Game and White Men Can't Jump was in my two, but my third one was probably one that didn't nobody think of because it didn't go to the theaters. It was just straight on HBO, and it was The Rebound, the Earl Manigault story.
With Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was just a great movie, well put together. Don Cheadle should have won an Oscar for that, in my opinion. But I think because it was on HBO, he didn't get the chance. But it was a great movie, in my opinion. I love that movie.
What you got?
I did have White Man Can't Jump in Above the Rim. My other one, the other two I had listed down there was Blue Chips.
Blue Chips was decent.
Which kind of it's over the top, but it does tell you about recruiting.
Man, what's so funny to me about Blue Chips was Ricky Rowe.
Ricky Rowe. Yeah.
Ricky Rowe came in there
And told him what he gonna
came
do.
in that locker room and said, "Yeah, man, I done seen these girls on the campus, man. This is where I want to be. So
You gonna give me
I'm gonna
50
need 20
and
grand.
in his
in a
one of these-
bag.
one
Put
of
it in
these
one of them little gym
gym
bags I
bags
got
or
over there.
Next day, that shit on Ricky Rowe Daddy front porch.
With a brand new tractor.
And then,
Ricky Rowe was the man to me. Ricky was like, shit.
well, speaking of bitches, Penny was a bitch in that. After the
Butch
first
McRae?
practice,
Butch McRae was ready to quit.
Butch was a bitch.
the first practice, man. Hey,
Butch
coach,
said,
wanna
if
know-
I leave, is my mama gonna lose her house and job?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Butch, you better get your ass back to practice.
No, he got on the phone. Like, let me.
Hold on a second.
You
Butch wants to go home. Butch, you better have your ass to practice tomorrow.
My other one was semi-pro with
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
I thought about that.
It was a funny movie. I mean, not much on the basketball, but it was funny.
I thought another one in the vein of a lot of these other high school Sunset Park,
Sunset Park was good.
because I remember going to see that at Eastlake Mall. Me and my homeboys was on the basketball
Eastlake.
team.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was the latter end of Eastlake, too, right?
the one now.
That was the latter part of Eastlake. That's when Eastlake was on his way down.
I was like 95, 90, 94, 95.
Eastlake
Eastlake was
down.
dead,
Yeah.
boy. You
I mean,
going
I was
Eastlake-
still going.
Eastlake be like, I'm still going too, but it was like a ghost town in that bitch then.
It wasn't a popping mall on Saturday.
I mean, it wasn't early 90s. Eastlake.
Right.
Yeah.
I drive to
One
the
throw your
arcade.
dukes up Eastlake.
Nah, you still gonna get robbed out that motherfucker if you want to watch it.
Fuck around and go in there after dark.
Yeah.
Come out in that parking lot.
I'm just going to Jeans West. Let me go in there and get me a couple rayons and some pants to match.
You ain't going to Mr. Man?
I'm good.
You going to Charlotte, get you a chunk?
I ain't had that money. I had Jeans West money.
I was in
Okay.
I went in Charlotte.
You want the chunk room?
Yeah, man.
Put you one on layaway?
Yeah.
Christmas time? Get that bitch.
That bitch out, go to the fair.
What? Swinging.
Yeah, so that's it for basketball. So now we're gonna get into our honorable mention sports movie. This one doesn't have to be basketball, football, or baseball. For me, and this is one of the funniest movies I ever seen in my life, and it's fucking Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell.
Or the soccer movie, right?
He was a soccer. He was a youth soccer coach.
No, they talking about. I don't think
That
I
was-
saw it, but I never
Dog,
talk about those.
that's one of the funniest Will Ferrell movies ever.
Wow. I got to check that one out then.
Kicking and Screaming. His dad coaches the best kids soccer team in that league. He's the fuck up. He gets all the rejects, and he has to put this team together. And he finds these two. I guess this Italian deli he goes to. The owner has his two nephews from Italy in the back working, so he gets these two. He get two boys on the team, and he turns the team around like they the stars.
Wow.
But then they start to incorporate. They're like good kids, so they help everybody else out. All the other misfits on the team figure out how they can play and win and stuff. And Will Ferrell goes from this, all right, guys, come on, let's do a good job, to this asshole coach that's got a fucking espresso machine on the sideline because he gets in the coffee. He really want to drink a coffee, but during the movie he gets in the coffee. So this motherfucker has an espresso machine on the sideline. He's making coffee, drinking coffee and shit. He
While
starts
he's coaching.
While he's coaching
youth
jits and
soccer.
soccer, and he's talking shit to the kids. He's not talking shit to the parents, and that wasn't him before. All trying to just get the approval of his father, who was the
I gotta
best.
check that one out.
Yeah, it was a good ass movie. It was funny as hell.
Mine, I don't know if a lot of people viewed it as a sports movie, but it's one that I watched a couple of times, like this month already. But it was Karate Kid, and I forgot how many funny moments was in the Karate Kid.
Put him in a body bag, Johnny.
My God. That, and then when he got his ass kicked and they threw his bike down the hill, I gotta join karate, Mom. That's it. I was like,
It's gonna change my life.
oh my God, man! It was so many funny moments in the Karate Kid, boy. Get him a body bag, yeah. You know, when we got into a fight at school, they were playing soccer. The school sucks, man. Sucks.
That's probably one of your favorite movies, though, right?
Yeah.
Check out Cobra Kai.
I gotta finish season 3. I watched 1 and 2.
Okay.
Cobra Kai is funny.
Cobra Kai is funny as hell. It's good
oh
as shit.
God,
It's good.
funny as hell.
It's good. I
It's
watched
funny
all
as
of
hell.
it.
Yeah.
And the only episodes are 30 minutes long, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta watch season 3.
Is Ralph Macchio's in it?
yeah.
Yeah, him and
all,
Johnny.
No,
Johnny's
they
in it.
bring all the
They bring back the old dude,
All the old
dude
guys.
that ran
Okay.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
He's in it. Yeah. It's
they bring
funny as
everybody
hell.
back.
Wow.
It's good.
Everybody except Pat Morita, of course. He's dead.
Yeah.
But it's a good
It's
show.
a good
man.
show. For sure.
What's your
Mine is When We Were Kings. It's a movie / documentary about Muhammad Ali fighting George Foreman in Africa, and how the big
watched
event
it. That was
was. Yeah, it was a huge concert and this whole process of that happening. I watched it the other day. I was flipping through and it was on. So it was that was kind of deep. Big Muhammad Ali fan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The movie, though, that movie was long as hell. I remember going to see Ali in the theaters, dog.
I went to
With
that
the
was,
Will
that was-
Smith Ali?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was me and
Christmas Day, I never get it released.
That was me and my wife. That was our first date. We went to go see Ali in the theater.
Out there in Denver.
Yeah, that was our first real date.
Y'all was in the back of the movie theater naked because that movie was long as hell.
It was long. We didn't spend much time
They
watching.
back
the
there
movie.
sneaking. You thought they didn't know I didn't know.
We was in love that day. We was falling in love that day.
He would come back and be like, "Hey, you had a good time out there in Denver, I heard."
Say it, let him bring that shit up.
That's your Doug Wilwalls.
We want to talk about Will Wong.
That's your Doug Wilwalls. All right, man. That's gonna do it for who you got this week, Chuck. Who you got, man? Who's your lady?
Let's jump right into who's that lady then, man. This week, for the first time, we're going to get into boxing, which we don't get a lot of opportunities with that, obviously with females. But this week in Who's That Lady, we're going to shout out Clarissa Maria Shields. She was born in Flint, Michigan on March 17th, fellow Aries, 1995. She's an American professional boxer, and she also is now going to get into mixed martial arts. She has held multiple world titles in 3 different weight classes, including the undisputed female light middleweight title since March of this year. She's the undisputed female middleweight title holder from 2019 to 2020, and she's the unified WBC and IBF female super middleweight title holder from 2017 to 2018. She currently holds the record for becoming a 2 and 3 weight world champion in the fewest professional fights. She's the only boxer in history, female or male, to hold all 4 major world titles in boxing, WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO simultaneously in 2 different weight classes. And she's gonna make her MMA debut later on this year. So Ronda Rousey, and I'm sure she's happy she got out of there soon enough. Because my girl Clarissa's gonna come in and I think she's gonna make a little bread in MMA. So I'm happy for her. So
Cool.
But that's who it is, Clarissa Shields. Shout out from the OGs Sports Show. Want to give you your flowers while you're still here, still earning them. We appreciate you. We support you. We'll be watching you when you get that MMA ring.
Word up.
Well, that does it, folks. What was
Yeah.
that? This is week 12, right?
Week
Wrapping
12,
up.
wrapping up.
Appreciate y'all joining us.
Shout out
As
to all the
always.
Lexington Terry family that support us.
For
Love
sure.
you.
For sure.
Next week we talking hockey. It's the hockey playoffs. We gonna talk some hockey.
I doubt that.
Nuts.
But appreciate y'all joining
Wayne
us.
Gretzky.
Fucked up. Go Lightning.
For our returners, we love you. We appreciate you. For anybody new coming to see us, welcome. We appreciate you. Hope you come back. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace out.
Sweet Pound Grader.